Hey you guys, okay, so I just want to make a quick video real quick to talk about auto shipments. When to run an auto shipment, when not to run an auto shipment, etc. So now I'm going to use, get my dry erase marker out so you guys can see this. Okay, so we know that to be commission qualified, I'm just going to use an executive chart so there's more room to write. Alright, so we know to be commission qualified, you need one of two things. You can either run an auto shipment, personal auto shipment of 80 BV. So these are personal orders. And you can't break it up into two auto shipments. You can't use two different cards. It's like one order has to be 80 BV and it's going to be set up as an auto shipment. Or if you can't afford that, which is fine, if you want to get paid, you need to get at least 150 in personal bonus volume, which means, when you sign an LC and you keep them, that's personal bonus volume. So if I were to sign an LC but I moved them to somebody in my downline, that doesn't count because it's going to be their personal bonus volume. So we either need, so you can see this, an 80 BV auto or 150 in personal bonus volume in sales. That's what you need to be commission qualified, right? Okay, so let me explain something to you. The first of the month, or the day before, night before, whatever you want to do, everybody needs to be doing projected volume. So what this means is you're going to go into your eSuite and you're going to click Reports, Tree Viewer, click Show LCs, and then you're going to go down the line. You're going to click on your name first, and then you're going to look to see if you have an auto shipment set up. So I usually have an auto shipment set up. So say it's like 82 BV. That's going to count, in my personal, in my volume overall. So that means I'm automatically going to be commission qualified, regardless if I sign any LCs and keep them or not. Next, I'm going to see if any of the LCs under me have any orders running. So before I got my first teammate, I think I had 7 loyal customers under me. So at any point in time, those people can place orders. So I'm going to click on each of their names, even though they might not be running an auto shipment. You never know, like if they decided to turn one on or maybe they placed a separate order. So you're going to click on each of their names. You're going to see if they have any orders running for the month that's like currently happening. So today's March 1st. So I'm going to look to see if anybody's got anything set up for March, even if it hasn't ran yet, okay? Because projected means, okay, this is what I will be once the 25th hits, because the 25th of the month is the last day for auto shipments to run. So when the 25th hits, you're going to have a rough idea of where you're at with volume and how much you need to promote. This is why projected is really important. So you're going to go through and I'm going to say maybe one of them actually set up an auto shipment for 30. And then another loyal customer, oh, she had one up for 50, but that's all I had. So I'm going to add that up, 8, 16. Okay. So I have 162, but that's including my auto shipment. If I did not run an auto shipment, you guys, and I just added up my low customers orders, I would be at 80. Now, since it's not an auto shipment, this number needs to get to 150, okay? So here I'm going to go over two things when running an auto shipment is necessary and when it's not. So when we had the Christmas cash bonus thing go on, you had to keep 4 new loyal customers. So I was going after that bonus. So I enrolled 4 new loyal customers. And with those 4 customers, I was sitting at 170 in personal bonus volume. See, I don't try to spend money when I don't have to, right? I only run an auto shipment to keep me commission qualified, and I do love the products, but I'm going to explain to you something. So if your loyal customer current orders are going to be over this 150, so I think I was sitting at like 170, there's no point in me running an auto shipment because this is already going to make me commission qualified. So what I can do is, because I use the products and I need the products coming in every month. Oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry. My mom just called me. Anyways, so say you have, you did your projected volume, and based on your loyal customer orders that are going to go through this month, you're going to hit over the 150. Do not run an auto shipment. You're already commission qualified. You're already getting paid. So if you still need products, place it as a separate order and move it to somebody in your downline. Because what that's going to do is, we don't get paid on auto shipments or personal orders that we keep, but if we place an order and move it somewhere, then we can get paid on it and that person gets paid on it. So if I did my projected volume this month and it's saying that I'm going to have 170 in personal bonus volume, I'm not running an auto shipment. I'm going to be commission qualified, but maybe I still need products. So I'm going to go into my eSuite. I'm going to click on orders. I'm going to pick everything that I need, and then I'm going to place the order. And then you go to, oh gosh, I haven't done this in a while. You go somewhere, and if you do this, let me know, and then we'll figure it out. You go somewhere, maybe order history, and once the order runs, there's like a drop down arrow, and you click down arrow and you hit move, and you can move it to whoever you need it. And if you've done your projected volume, because what you do is you do your name and your LCs, then you do each individual teammate's name and their LCs, and you calculate everybody's freaking volume, and you add it up, figure out, you look at this chart. So I'm going to write Leslie's name here. I'm going to like my husband's name, Ryan. So I look at this chart. I'm already sitting here, so I'm good. I'm commission qualified, but maybe Leslie's going to be, I think, like 500. So she's good. I know she's good. But maybe my husband is sitting at like 350. And because I've done projected volume, I can place that separate order because I do need products. And I would recommend waiting to place an order towards the end of the month. I mean, even after auto shipments have run, because you want to see exactly where everybody is with orders, and you'll have more of an idea than projected. So I would wait until after the 25th if you're going to do a personal order. But most likely, if Leslie's already projected to be good and Ryan's my only other distributor, I'm going to move that order to him, and that's going to bump his volume up. And say it's like 450 now. Say I had like a 100 BV order. So he's going to be good, and I can promote. Now, obviously, the order that you moved is not going to be there next month, volume-wise, so keep that in mind, which is why I'm saying if you have to place an order, wait until after the 25th, so you have more of an idea of who needs what. Another thing you could do is maybe Leslie and maybe Ryan's at 350, maybe Leslie's at 350 too, and I'm not telling you guys to place to promote. I don't want you to place orders to promote and spend money to promote, but I'm saying if you absolutely need product and you wanted to run an auto shipment, but it's pointless because you're already commission qualified, you might as well move it. So maybe I have a 100 BV order that I need this month. I need it. I'm going to place it. I'm going to place one order for 50, and I'm going to move that to my husband, and I'm going to place a second order for 50, and I'm going to move it to Leslie and bump them both to 400. That's just what I would do. But like I said, I've placed to promote before, month after month, and then your sales just go down and you eventually lose rank. And it is not the way to promote. So I don't want you guys thinking that, but I'm just letting you know that if you absolutely have to place an order, don't do it through an auto shipment if you're good. Place it as a separate order and move it to somebody that could help somebody. Let's see, what else? Another thing. So say I go through my LC's orders and they're going to put me at like 130. So I go through my LC's orders for projected for the month. Now I'm sitting at 130. Well, I know that that's not 150. So this alone isn't going to commission qualify me, but I'm only 20 away. So don't run an $80 auto shipment when you could place a $20 order under your name. Obviously this one you wouldn't move. So place an order for Confianza, which is 25, and that's going to bump you to 155. I spent $25 to get commission qualified instead of an 80 BV auto shipment. And I'm keeping that order, okay, you guys, because that's my personal volume I need. So I hope this makes sense, because I've seen some people run an auto shipment, and I'm like, you don't need to be running an auto shipment because you're good with your LCs, but if you absolutely need product, place that with somebody and help, so you can both get paid off of that, and it bumps their volume. So hope that makes sense. If you, like for me, I haven't kept an LC since the month I've started. I've placed all of my LCs up until I got the Christmas cash, and I kept 4 LCs for that. So for about 3 months, I didn't have to run an auto shipment because their orders were over 150, or it was like I was less than 80 away from getting commission qualified, and so it would have been cheaper to just place a separate order to hit above 150 than it would have to spend the 80 on an auto shipment. So hope that makes sense. Now that my LC's orders have kind of dropped off, I think there's like one person still ordering, but it's only like 60, I think. So 60 from 150, that's like 90 away, and I only need 80 for an auto shipment, so the auto shipment's going to be the cheaper option. So I just want to help you guys, because we joined this business because we don't have money to spend. I get it, but at the same time, some of us are wanting to run an auto shipment, and that's fine, but I just want to make sure you guys aren't spending unnecessary money. But if, like I said, if you're wanting to spend it, that's just kind of what you need to do. And the perks of running an auto shipment, like I said, it makes sure you're automatically commission qualified. So you don't have to worry about it. My order, it's going to run tomorrow. I have it set to run the 2nd of the month. So at the beginning of the month, it's already ran. I'm commission qualified. I'm good. So all the hard work of what I do and what you guys do, I'm getting paid on. I'm not scrambling at the end of the month to get commission qualified. So if you're not running the 80 BV auto shipment, which has to run by the 25th, you need to be busting your butt now to get commission qualified now, so you can spend the rest of your month helping yourself and your team promote and placing LCs. So don't come to me on the 29th, on the 30th, and be like, I'm not even commission qualified. Be like, what the heck have you been doing this entire month? It is not hard to sign LCs, you guys. If you guys are doing your trainings and you're posting and you're messaging and you're adding people and you're following up, you will get loyal customers. But I'm telling you, if you're only messaging 5 people a day and adding 5 people a day and posting 5 times a day, don't expect like the results that I'm getting when I'm messaging 100 people a day, adding 100 people a day, posting 10 times a day. Like, if you don't like the results you're getting, double your efforts and you're going to double your results. If you don't like those results, double again, triple again. I know it's hard to get into a groove when you first start, but you'll eventually get it. You guys have to consistently try to work it in, or you're never going to get anywhere. So an auto shipment's really good because, like I said, you're automatically commission qualified. But another thing is, like, if you can't afford it, then here's an option. Like, if you want product and you can't really afford it, here's what you need to do. You need to place an order for a box of wraps in your auto shipment and greens to go. That's going to put you over 80. And the wraps you can sell, so you're going to spend, probably after tax and shipping, probably $100. And when you get your box of wraps, go out and make yourself sell those 4 wraps and make your $100 back. That box of wraps is going to pay for that auto shipment. You're going to be commission qualified, and you're going to have greens to go samples that you can pass out to people. That's what I recommend to people who can't run an auto shipment but want to and need products. Let the box of wraps pay for itself. Don't buy a box of wraps and greens to go and then never sell your wraps and then complain about spending money on an auto shipment. When you have $100 worth of wraps in your hands, and if you made yourself out go and blitz and talk to people and get those things sold, you can get it done. Now, what I think a gold mine would be a strip club. I was just talking to my husband. There's like a cheap one right across from base. I think Nevi, she's on Tina's team. I think she makes bank at strip clubs with rat cash. Strippers always have cash on hand, and they want to look their best. I think my daughter's crying. But anyways, I haven't done it yet, but I'm like working the courage up to go to the strip club you know, during the day or whatever, and be like, hey, can I talk to you? So if you guys like absolutely need the money and you want to make sure you're commission qualified. Now, here's my thing too. Don't run an auto shipment if you have 0 orders. Commission qualified means getting paid off of your orders. You're not going to get paid off your 80 BB auto shipment. So if you don't have any LCs and you're spending $80 to get paid off of nothing, you're spending $80 for nothing. But once you guys start getting LCs and you start getting a team, because you get paid off your team's LCs, you want to be commission qualified. So a lot of people push, you have to spend the auto shipment. Like, I can't tell you how many leaders in at conference, they were like talking about like helping train a new distributor, telling them to set up their 80 BV auto shipment. Listen, when you run an 80 BV auto shipment, I make maybe $8 off of it. Why would I press somebody to spend an auto shipment to benefit me? It doesn't benefit me, it benefits you, but I'm just saying, just be smart about it, okay? Just make it happen. If you're not running the auto shipment and you've done your projected volume and your personal sales are not going to get you over the 150, you know, at the first of the month, if that's what you've projected, then start focusing on loyal customers and get that done. And then you can focus elsewhere. You need to be making sure you're getting paid. You don't want to put all of your hard work in this month with your team and assigning distributors and them getting LCs and your volume growing, but you're not even going to get paid on that. It's the 29th or 30th and you're like, all this hard work I've done this month and I'm not even going to get paid on it because I'm not commission qualified and I can't afford to run an auto shipment. You should have been focusing on that from day 1 and not day 30. Okay, so you need the 150 in sales by the end of the month. So the auto shipment has to be set up by the 25th. But the personal sales can go till the 31st or the 30th, whatever the last day of the month is. All right. I hope that helps you guys. So that's just kind of my take on if you should run an auto shipment or not in how you guys should work things. So if you guys have any questions, obviously just comment below or message me and I will get those answered for you.